slurping your noodles as loudly as possible, feeding someone by hand as a sign of love, or finding a hidden coin in your food and believing it will shape your future. These aren't strange habits. They're centuries of culture, passed down through food. And today, we're exploring 10 countries with the most fascinating food traditions on Earth, where every bite tells a story. In Japan, even the smallest detail at the table carries meaning. Take noodles, for example. In most of the world, slurping is considered rude. In Japan, it's the opposite. Slurping ramen, soba, or udon is a sign of appreciation, a way of telling the chef you're enjoying the meal. Some even believe it enhances flavor, pulling air into the broth as you eat. Before the first bite, there's a quiet phrase, itadakimasu. It's not just thank you for the food, it's gratitude for everything behind it. The farmers, the preparation, even the life that made the meal possible. And during New Year, food becomes deeply symbolic. Families prepare oseki ryori, beautifully arranged dishes packed into lacquered boxes. Each item carries meaning: black soybeans for health, herring roe for fertility and growth, sweet rolled omelets for prosperity. Nothing is random. In Japan, food isn't just nourishment. It's tradition, respect, and meaning, all on one plate. In Ethiopia, food is something you experience together, not alone. Meals are served on a large platter covered with injera, a soft, slightly sour flatbread made from fermented teff. On top of it, you'll find a variety of stews, lentils, vegetables, slow-cooked meats, all richly spiced. But what makes Ethiopian dining unforgettable is gursha, the act of feeding someone else by hand. In Ethiopian culture, it's one of the highest expressions of respect and care. And there's another layer to this tradition. Ethiopian Orthodox Christians observe frequent fasting periods, sometimes up to 250 days a year, where no animal products are consumed. This has shaped an incredibly rich plant-based cuisine, full of bold spices and layered flavors. In Ethiopia, food isn't just shared, it's a bond. In India, food sits at the intersection of culture, spirituality, and daily life. One of the most powerful traditions is prasad, where food is first offered to a deity before being eaten. Once blessed, it's shared among people, transforming an ordinary meal into something sacred. How you eat matters too. Meals are traditionally eaten with the right hand, a practice rooted in cultural and symbolic ideas of purity. No utensils, just your fingers, used to mix flavors, scoop food, and fully engage with the meal. Then there's the thali, a single plate carrying multiple dishes, each representing a different flavor profile. Sweet, spicy, tangy, bitter, savory, all balanced in one meal. It's not just about taste. It's about harmony. In India, food is designed to nourish both the body and the spirit. In Morocco, food and hospitality are inseparable. And nothing captures that better than the mint tea ceremony. Green tea is brewed strong, mixed with fresh mint and generous sugar, then poured from a height into small glasses. The pour isn't just for show. It cools the tea and blends the flavors perfectly. And there's an unspoken rule: you don't refuse tea. Tradition says you accept at least 3 glasses, each one symbolizing a different stage of hospitality. Then there's Friday couscous. Every week, families gather after prayer to share a large communal dish of steamed couscous, vegetables, and meat. Everyone eats from the same plate, but only from the section directly in front of them. It's a simple rule, but it reflects something deeper: respect for others at the table. In Morocco, food isn't just served, it's offered. In South Korea, food is built around community. One of the most important traditions is kimjang, the annual preparation of kimchi. Families and entire neighborhoods come together to make large quantities of fermented cabbage for the winter. It's not just about preservation. It's about passing down knowledge, recipes, and culture. At the table, meals come with banchan, a variety of small side dishes shared by everyone. No one orders their own set. Everything is communal. And then there's drinking etiquette. You never pour your own drink. You pour for others, and they return the gesture. It's a small act, but it reflects a deeply rooted sense of respect. In South Korea, food is about connection, not just consumption. In Trinidad and Tobago, food is energy, culture, and identity all at once. Start with doubles, arguably the most iconic street food in the Caribbean. Two soft fried breads filled with curried chickpeas, topped with tamarind, pepper sauce, and herbs. You don't sit down to eat it. You grab it from a vendor and eat it on the spot. And then there's liming. It's gathering with friends, sharing food like pilau or corn soup, and spending hours talking, laughing, and relaxing. During Carnival, food becomes part of the celebration, with street vendors serving everything from polari to bacon shark. In Trinidad and Tobago, food isn't just something you eat. It's how you live. In Italy, meals are meant to be slow, intentional, and shared. On Christmas Eve, families celebrate the Feast of the Seven Fishes, a tradition rooted in Catholic customs. Multiple seafood dishes are prepared and served, turning a simple restriction into a rich celebration. And Sundays? That's reserved for ragu, a slow-cooked sauce that simmers for hours, filling the home with aroma long before anyone sits down to eat. Meals aren't rushed. They're extended, sometimes lasting hours. Because in Italy, the time you spend at the table is just as important as the food itself. In Mexico, food carries memory, identity, and history. During Dia de los Muertos, families create altars decorated with flowers, candles, and food offerings. These meals are prepared for loved ones who have passed away, with the belief that their spirits return to experience them. One of the most iconic foods is pan de muerto, a sweet bread decorated to represent bones. Then there's mole, one of the most complex sauces in the world. Traditional recipes can include over 30 ingredients and take days to prepare. Each family has its own version, passed down through generations. In Mexico, food is more than tradition. It's remembrance. In Brazil, food is tied to rhythm, routine, and celebration. Feijoada, a rich black bean stew, is traditionally served on specific days of the week. Restaurants and households alike follow the same rhythm. Then there's churrasco, large cuts of meat grilled over open flames, served directly from skewers. In churrascarias, servers move table to table, carving slices onto your plate. A simple card controls the flow, green for more, red for stop. It turns dining into an experience. In Brazil, food isn't just eaten, it's performed. In China, food is deeply symbolic, with meanings that go far beyond taste. Dim sum, for example, is more than a meal. It's a social tradition, small dishes shared over tea, often for hours. During Lunar New Year, families gather to make dumplings together. And hidden inside one, a coin. Whoever finds it is believed to receive luck for the year ahead. Even everyday foods carry meaning. Fish represents abundance. Rice cakes symbolize growth and progress. In China, every dish tells a story, connecting generations across thousands of years. 10 countries, 10 traditions, one universal truth: food connects us all. So which of these traditions would you try first? Drop it in the comments. And if this made you see food differently, you already know what to do. Until next time, safe travels.